Hey, and welcome to an IC82 video with a difference. This is a totally new thing, and as you can see, I'm not at my usual location of the office or the conservatory. I'm back at the dining table, folks. It's the old one. It's about to go. It's about to be replaced, but the dining room has been in the process of being decorated for a very long time. It's cost thousands. And I can finally get some videos done in here again, so that's really cool. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because about a month ago, a mailing address opened up for the IC82 channel for the first time ever. And so people have been sending me some stuff, and I just wanted to share that with you. So this is video number 1, and I just wanted to share with you what cool things have been sent into the channel. So the very first thing that got sent into the IC82 mailroom was this. Now don't worry, I'm going to do a proper video on all of this stuff, especially the locomotives. But this is, oh, it's in the box upside down. How silly is that? But this is a, no, it was the right way. It's me being silly, yeah. There we go. This is a Class 52 Western in N gauge. How cool is that? I mean, the Western is an iconic locomotive, we all know that. It's just beautiful, but this is one in N gauge, so it's even cuter. There you go, Class 52, BR Green, and it's by Dapol, who are making more and more locos every year and getting really good at it, so I'm looking forward to running it. It's been sent in by Mark Brown. Here we go, this is what he sent in. I've covered up his address. I think it's his address. Yes, it is. Yes, the return address. He said, thank you for accepting my Class 52 Western and N-gauge. The locomotive has instructions in the box. There's a spare wheel set. If used, you want to upgrade the front loco. The loco should not need oiling as it's still fairly moist from the grease put on at the factory. Hope it works well. Looking forward to seeing it pulling the flying mini Mars bar express. Yeah, me and Mark were sending messages to each other, and basically we're going to do a special with this Western. We're going to see just how strong it is and see if it's capable of hauling a mini Mars bar train around the office layout, around the N-gauge layout. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because I think that's going to be pretty cool. And, well, it's just such a fantastic locomotive, and it is so smart. It's going to be great to get it running. I haven't put it on the track yet. I have opened it up and had a look at it. And he is right, there is indeed a spare wheel set. If you can just see, just over here, if I just swing the lamp maybe, that's a bit better, isn't it? Can you see that? Hang on, I'll just take off the lid and the cover. Oh, and the foam has just gone, everything's gone terrible. Look, there's the locomotive itself, but the spare wheel set he's on about is basically this one here. See? Now, I may give it a go, I may have a look at it, but, well, we'll see. I don't think it'll need it, to be honest. I mean, even though they're Mars bars, they're not going to be too heavy. I'm sure the locomotive has the haulage capability. So, yeah, isn't that just... I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to do a video on that, and I promise I will. I might even do a review, if Mark doesn't mind, and then do a special feature showing it running as well. So I shall tidy that up afterwards. I'll just put it all to one side for now. Okay, so next up, now this is really cute. This, I mean, I love things like this as well, I really do. This is somebody called Freddie. I mean, just, oh, look at that. Freddie, if you're watching, I hope you are. Look, see, there's your artwork. Let me just move the lamp again. It's a little bit too bright now, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, there's your artwork shown off to the whole world. He's drawn me a beautiful East Coast Railways, well, it's not East Coast, is it? No, it is East Coast Railways, yes. That is the company, the franchise that operates over there. But he's drawn me what I think is a Mark IV coach. I think, I'm not terribly sure. It would have been helpful if he'd written on somewhere exactly what it is, but I think that's what it is. It certainly looks like it, and he's written East Coast, so. But he said, and again, I've covered up his return address and stuff, well, his reply address, yeah. He said, please Will, I would like to commend you on all your great videos. Keep up the great work. I would like it if you could do a review on the Hornby East Coast Class 91. I'll see what I can do, Freddie, I promise. But if somebody has one that they'd like to send in and see on the channel, please do feel free. And then he's talked about basically, the buffers. Look at this, what a sweetheart. He sent in some spare buffers to use on the conservatory layout, because he's noticed that where the Pendolino parks up in Branson Siding, that there's no buffers there. Well, there's no buffers there because it's just a temporary thing. It's nothing permanent. I do have some buffers, Freddie. Thank you anyway. But I can send them back to you if you want me to. I do have plenty of buffers, so there was no need to send them in really. But it's very sweet of you. I promise I will take the hint and I will put them on. Okay, I'll make it look more realistic. I promise. I hope you like the picture. I do like the picture. He's also said that he sent in some uncouplers as well. Look at that. How sweet is that? To put on the conservatory layout. I promise I'll put them in. I'll maybe put them into a siding and then do a video on showing people how to use them and stuff. I mean, not many people use them on like really professional layouts, but on something like a conservatory layout, it's going to be fine. Please mention me on the channel. Well, I'll think about that, Freddie. I think you're going to be happy now, aren't you? P.S. What is a good HST for the East Coast? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. You can get the HST, the Class 43, in the East Coast Railways livery, so I would just recommend you do that, to be honest. The HST that's made by Hornby, the new one, is brilliant. It's absolutely gorgeous, okay? It's exquisite. It's like nothing they've ever done before. So definitely, it's quite expensive. You're going to need to save up some money, but it's definitely worth the money. It's a fantastic model. So Freddie, I recommend you buy the Hornby Class 43 HST in East Coast Railways if that's what you really want to run. And once again, thank you for that picture. That's just awesome. I will put it in my collection and it will be looked after forever, I promise. So thank you very much for that. And then next up, we've got a loco, another loco. This has been sent in by Mike, is it Walling? I think it's Walling, I think it's Walling, yeah. Hi Will / IC82, yeah, you can call me either, it says both on my birth certificate. My name is Mike Walling. Firstly, I would like to apologise for this letter not being in handwriting. That's fine, Mike, that's not a problem. He's used WordPad. He just wants to say he loves the videos on the channel. Can't wait for all the new videos coming out in 2015. Neither can I. He'd like to tell me a little bit about this train. Okay, he says he has used it before. The loco is DC, but after 30 minutes or so, he finds it smells of burning oil, and he doesn't know. It doesn't sound great, but maybe you could have a look at it and there might be an issue which I can't see, but I'm sure if there is, Crew Works can find it. Yes, I'm pretty sure Crew Works can sort any model railway locomotive out, trust me. If you want to use this in a video, by all means, and keeping the loco is totally fine. I would rather you have it. Mike, that's absolutely outstandingly generous, but where people have sent something in and they said, oh, you can just hold on to it. Basically what's happening is I'm entering it into a database, so that, I use a database, you see, to monitor all my rolling stock because I have so much. So basically when something like this comes in, even though somebody said, oh, you can hold on to it for however long you want to, on the database it just simply says on loan. So it never becomes mine, it's never fully added to the IC82 collection, it's just like it's on a long-term loan, kind of like Heritage Railways swap locos around. It's kind of the same thing. So Mike, if you ever do want it sending back so that you can run it on your layout and see how beautiful Crew Works has made it run, all you have to do is let me know. I will package it up and off it goes. Okay? How about that? He says it's been left in a garage for goodness knows how long. He said again he'd like just one question. If you mentioned me in this video, would it be possible to do some fan meetups? That would be great. Yeah, I have tons and tons of people who have found me on Facebook and they've added me, but I'm afraid I don't confirm anyone until I've met you. I need to meet you in person before I confirm anybody. So I promise I'm going to get out to even more heritage railways in 2015. Going to go to some railway shows, and I will publish those on the videos. I will tell people about it on Twitter and the Facebook page. So do keep a lookout for those, and I hope we get to meet soon. So yeah, what a gorgeous Thompson B1 locomotive. Look at that. So I am going to send it to Crewworks. We'll get it patched up, we'll give it a good service and get it running like a dream. I absolutely promise. So thank you very much for sending that in. Isn't that just stunning? I can't wait. I really can't wait to get my teeth into that. Not literally, Mike, don't worry, I'm not going to ruin it for you. And then next up, I got sent a DVD. Look, how cool is this? Just such a variety of stuff. Hi, well, this DVD arrived. Well, 3 of them unusually. I thought to myself, what should I do with the other 2? Then I said to myself, why not give it to you? I know it will interest you. Well, is it on trains? Yes, it's on trains. Then it interests me. No need to feature it in a video, just consider it a Christmas present from me to you. Anyways, Merry Christmas, hope you enjoy the DVD. Daniel Labatt, I think that's how you pronounce his surname. His Twitter name is MegaTrainLover. Don't need to hide that or anything. Please do check him out, follow him if you wish. He's obviously a seriously cool guy, very generous as well, so thank you very much, Daniel, for that. He sent a DVD called Steam Locos in Profile, Volume 1. So I'm going to enjoy watching that. I put so much time and effort into making IC82 videos that it's nice to sometimes sit back and just watch other people's. You just put your feet up and take a break and think, ah, finally. So I am definitely going to enjoy watching this. Gosh, there's 2 DVDs. It's going to take ages to watch. That's very, very cool indeed. Let's see what it's about. First broadcast on YouTube in 2012. Steam Locos and Profiles, a series of documentaries looking at the concept, history, strengths, weaknesses, decline of and revival of individual classes of steam loco. Brought to you by railway enthusiast Chris Eden Green. I think I've heard him mentioned. These short films include comprehensive steam railway action from around the UK and overseas. Wow, and look, oh wow, LMS Black 5s, my favourite. We've got the Terriers, the stunning GWR Castles, the iconic Linear A4s, GWR 57000s, the LMS 4Fs, I love those as well. In fact, you can play those on Chris Sawyer's locomotion, I do like those. So, thank you for sending that in, Daniel. I shall enjoy watching that. And let you know what I think, I promise. Okay, so the next thing that I got sent was this, and I think it's by a lad called Connor. Yes, it is. He's a man of few words, but no, he's sent much more in the email. You don't know, but you've helped me a lot with my model railway, so this wagon is just a quick thank you. Please turn over. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of Cadbury's chocolate. No, neither am I, Connor, since it's been bought out by Kraft. They've changed the recipe. I don't like Cadbury's chocolate anymore either. But yes, he has sent one of the... Oh, yeah. I noticed that on the day it arrived, Connor. It's going to need... Look, it's lost a couple of little clips, so it's going to need fixing back into its chassis. But he has sent the iconic Hornby wagon that they've been using for about 30 years, maybe even more. And this is a Cadbury one. They were completely fictional, they never existed. But back then in the 80s, Hornby would get, I think, probably some sponsorship money for doing things like this. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, they did Red Arrows ones, they did KP Peanuts, they did Polo. You got a lot of that going on back then. And you still get it ongoing now, to be honest. It still goes on now, but just in a different way. Not with trains, I don't think. So, there we go. A classic, iconic Hornby wagon in the Cadbury livery, which is very sweet. I'm going to give it a clean up. I'm going to get it looking nice. I'm going to make sure it's held together properly. And then you'll see it running around the layout one day. But what's of real interest, and definitely the elephant in the room, is look, he's sent in a Q1. How awesome is that? There we go. It's a British Railways 060 Q1 locomotive. Often, is it, what's its nickname? Is it the Ugly Duckling? I'm not too sure. I could have maybe I'm just making that up. But it's a locomotive that people seem to either love or hate. I would say it's like Marmite, but I tried it and I didn't love it or hate it, so I'm not going to use that one again. It's the Q1. It's iconic. There isn't a locomotive that looks like it. It's just such an extraordinary thing, and I'm so thankful to Connor for sending this in, because I've always wanted to do a video on one and just never got around to it. It's like I have this list of locos, and the Q1 has just never been at the top. It's just never been anywhere near the top, so I've just never got around to doing it. But he sent it me in. I now have the chance to have a look at it, and it is a fine example. Again, Connor has said that I can hold on to it for a while and do lots of videos on it, so I will do that. But in the database, Connor, it is marked as on loan. So if you ever do want it sending back, you just need to let me know, get in touch, and it will be sent back to you. I'll obviously do some checks to make sure it's you, but it will be sent back and you can run it on your layout as well. All locomotives sent to the IC82 channel do get a quick run through the crew works, just to make sure that they run okay, just to make sure they get serviced and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Thank you very much for sending that in. Okay, the next thing to be sent in, I'm going to try and be as quick as possible. There's just so much stuff. Oh, look at this. What a cool little picture. This is clearly a GWR locomotive of some description, maybe a pannier tank. And it's hauling a coach over what looks like a massive girder bridge of some kind, and in some sort of rocky background as well. It's clearly very mountainous. And the really cool thing is that this has been sent in all the way from the United States. He said to IC82, I am America's biggest fan of IC82. All aboard. The less common spelling of B-O-R-E-D, but still really sweet. Merry Christmas from Justin. Is that Justin Rigg? Justin Roig? I'm not too sure, but that's incredibly sweet. Thank you, Justin, for sending that in. I love pictures, I love art, I love design, I really do. Please do get creative, draw me some cool pictures, draw me some cool designs, send me your track layouts, do whatever you want to do, send it in, I'll share it on the channel, and yeah, it's just awesome. Look at that, how cool. Thank you, Justin, for sending that in. I shall put that in my art box. The next thing to be, oh yeah, of course there's this as well. This came the same day, and I have to cover this up because it's got a return address. But look, it's even put the address at the top. Dear Will / IC82, first off I want to say I love your videos and your trains. My name is Ross, I'm 10 years old. Hey Ross, thank you for getting in touch. I am from the capital of Canada. Is that Ontario or Toronto? I'm not sure. And I had a layout, but now I am building a new layout in DCC and DC. Good man, good man. Hybrid, it's the way to go. I really like the stuff you do, and I really do love your trains and the way you break down your reviews. Some of my favourite trains are the Blue Pullman, the Class 08, the 03, the A3s, the A4s, the G4s, and big boys, as well as the Class 170 and 150. Yeah, I like the 150. I have a Hornby limited edition Dwight D. Eisenhower A4. Oh, really? Do you? Lucky guy. Very nice. And some other American locomotives. I like bigger steam locos. I also have an old Triang 412 that I would like you to review if you wouldn't mind. If so, please send it back after. Please give me a shout out as well. Your biggest fan, Ross Mikovich. Well, Ross, thank you so much for getting in touch. Please do feel free to send anything to the channel, but if you're sending stuff overseas, make sure you mark it as a gift. We've had a little bit of trouble already with some stuff coming in, and it attracts customs and excise duty, which is basically just like the government's way of making extra money. It's really, really annoying. But if you just mark it as a gift, and honestly, you don't have to lie, declare what it is, you know, it's nothing naughty, but declare what it is and say that this is just a gift. I can receive it totally okay, and then I can package it all up and send it back to you as a gift once it's all done. So there we go, that's the way to do it. But yes, anything you send into the channel is logged, recorded, entered into a database. Even if it's a picture, it gets logged and recorded, and anything can be returned, okay? You just need to let me know. Everything is looked after, it's kept in a separate box. Trust me, this is the IC82 channel. Everything is done professionally, so you can rest assured everything is looked after. It sounds like you have got great taste in trains, Ross. A brilliant collection is growing already. Please do feel free to send anything you want in. I will promise I'll take a look at it. So that's very cool. Mail from Canada and the United States. Come on, where's everyone in Australia? I know you're out there, and New Zealand, and Israel, and South Africa. Get in touch, people. I've got quite a lot of viewers in Denmark as well, and Germany and France, so please do get in touch. The very last one that I'm going to show you is this. Look at that. A limited edition Class 66. How cool is this? This has been sent in by a very generous Thomas Merrion. Dear Will, here is the Fastline Class 66 for you. It is a DCC fitted Bachmann 21 pin decoder loco. It hasn't been run for quite some time, but I have tested it and it still works perfectly. Although it's a bit rough, he says. Can't wait to see it on the channel, hope you enjoy it. I'm happy for return at any point before Christmas. Unfortunately that didn't happen. It was always going to be a bit of a tight window because Christmas just came up so close, and the deadlines for mailing stuff were very fast approaching. If you had any problems, don't hesitate to contact me. Well, actually, Thomas, there was a problem. Upon opening this Class 66, we noticed that the bogey over here did fall away. It was loose. I have been in touch with Thomas about this, and he says that, yeah, apologies for that. It's something that happened a long time ago. So it's going to go off to Crew Works, Thomas. You're going to see it get repaired. You're going to see the bogey get fixed, and we'll make sure it runs like a dream. But it's very, very nice of him to send this in because it is such a limited edition model. Look, here we go. It's number 971 of 1000, 971. It's a Rail Express exclusive. Now, if that's a magazine, I'm sure that's a magazine. I don't pick it up very often, but oh yeah, look, it says the Enthusiast Rail magazine, and it's in a stunning livery. It's so nice to see it in a livery that's not Freightliner or EWS. I just think it's so smart, and I'm really, really grateful for Thomas sending this in. I can't wait to do a video on this, as well as get it pulling some freight and do some really cool running videos. Maybe even double head it. I've got a few 66s now, so I might double head it and see just how strong they are. That's going to be cool. So thank you, Thomas, for sending that in. It's very, very cool. Very awesome indeed. It does need to visit Crew Works, so we'll get that patched up for you for free. Don't worry about it. So yeah, that's it. That's all the stuff that got sent in to me for the first month. The first 4 weeks, not even a full 4 weeks of having the IC82 mailroom. So thank you to everybody for sending stuff in. I'm sorry if I haven't featured your stuff. Maybe it's caught up in the post somewhere. Maybe it's sat waiting at Stapeley House for me to go pick it up. I don't know. But obviously with Christmas and New Year, things can get a little bit lost, can't they? Well, not lost, don't panic. Not lost. But they can get held up in the system, so I'm sure that's probably what's happened to some stuff. I do know that there's other stuff on the way. I think someone's sending a couple more locos. I think there's a controller being sent to me. And I do have to mention that Train Tech are sending some more stuff as well. They're sending me a light for a rake of coaches, and they're sending me a sound capsule as well. So do watch out for that. Right. I'm going to go because I've been talking for way too long. I've got heaps of videos to do, as well as some games to enjoy and Baileys to knock back. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being patient. Please do keep sending your cool stuff in. And yeah, have a lovely time.